Tell me what my dreams mean. Genesis 40 to 41. While he was in prison, Joseph became servant to the Egyptian king's wine steward and to his chief baker. They had both angered the king and were in prison waiting to hear their fate. One night, both men had strange dreams which they could not understand, so Joseph offered to explain their meaning. The wine steward said, "In my dream, I squeezed the juice from the grapes on 3 branches into the king's wine cup." Joseph was delighted to tell him, "God is saying that in 3 days the king will give you your job back." Then the chief baker said, "In my dream, I was carrying 3 baskets of pastries for the king, but the birds were eating them up." Joseph told him sadly, "God is saying that in 3 days the king will cut off your head." And 3 days later, the king did exactly what had told them. Joseph was still in prison 2 years later when, one night, the king had a puzzling dream which none of his wise men could interpret. When the wine steward told him that Joseph could explain dreams, the king summoned Joseph from prison. "I have been told that you can explain the meaning of dreams," he said. Joseph carefully replied, "I cannot, but if you give me the details, God will tell me the meaning." So the king began to relate his dreams. "I dreamed that I was standing by the river Nile when 7 fat cows came out of the river to eat grass. Then 7 thin cows appeared and ate the fat cows. I also dreamed that I saw 7 ripe ears of corn, which were swallowed by 7 thin scorched ears of corn. Tell me, what does it all mean, Joseph?" "God is telling you to prepare yourself for 7 years of plentiful harvests, followed by 7 years of terrible famine," Joseph explained. "You must put a clever man in charge of the country at once. Only if you save food wisely while it is plentiful will your people be saved from starvation during the famine."